welcome back to another Parading the Troops, and today we have my 15mm German World War II force. Basically a bit of a slapdash force. I've gone for about two German forces, I think, by the time I got to these guys. Originally one was designed around the Jagdpanthers with infantry support and such like that. And then I genuinely don't think anything here is left over from that. I think a lot of this stuff is either randomly acquired, it's magically appeared, etc, etc. It's a little bit fun and weird with this, with my journey through Flames of War, and then I kind of dropped Flames of War because 3rd edition came out and I wasn't a fan. Played it, I preferred 2nd edition, but hey, I want to say the game changed perhaps a little too much for me. Anyway. So one quick note I will make, when I was laying these out, I did notice that the 3-man command team and a couple of bits and bobs that I thought I had have gone walkies. Don't know where they've gone, no idea. The father-in-law is currently trying to source me up some replacements. However, next time I go to a convention next month, I might see if I can find some 50mm command figures to make up. Or I'm just going to 3D print them, but then I've got to find some decent figures, because I keep looking around and it's weird, you've got everything there, but what you're ever looking for on the internet. Anyway, so let us start over here on the side and we'll work our way through. So these are the Panzerlehr Panzergrenadier figures. Lots of machine guns. There's at least 2 in every section, as they are Panzergrenadiers. I generally use these now, hence the reason why they're based the way they are, for Battlegroup. So a German infantry team, or I should say a German infantry section being a 5-man rifle team and a 3-man MG team. They can have an upgrade to take a 2nd MG, otherwise I just ignore that MG there. They have this, in this case as I said, Panzerlehr, so comes from Flames of War, so you also got the 3 Panzerschreck teams. So I'm going to make sure I get it wrong, because Panzerfaust are the little ones, Panzerschrecks are the bazooka knockoffs, which is there, and there's an extra one that I acquired from my father-in-law, and then the 4 half-tracks to carry this platoon around. And yes, I've just noticed that one of them doesn't have his gun shield for some reason. We then have a Flames of War machine gun team in the background. It's not set, it's not meant to be specifically with this platoon, but it's just here. When I was basing these figures up, I had extra bases, so I figured, do you know what, I'll do the command element, which is supposed to be a 6-man group, in 2 groups of 3. Because when we come to the other Panzergrenadier platoon, it's a single 6-man stand, because I didn't have any more little stands. Though I could have, broken figures off stuff, made figures around. I don't know. Also these guys are Flames of War. Everything pretty much here is Flames of War. I'll probably just go, yeah, everything is Flames of War except for this. So these are more Panzergrenadiers. These are more the generic Panzergrenadiers. So though there are lots of MG teams, or MGs splayed across it, they are set up with every sort of rifle. So yeah, they are set up so you have a 3-man MG team and a 5-man rifle team, with, in this case, the upgrade to take an MG team. However, again, like I said, when I'm playing Battlegroup, I don't really play bolt action, I play Battlegroup. They tend to get used more as you tend to get more as a rifleman. No, the upgrade's good, but left hand, right hand, very good for the assault, though, when I think about it. Let's see, so I've got a medic for each platoon. This is just a random infantry figure, usually sort of part of the loading team, so they're usually carrying something. So that's him. And then the other one, he's got his little red cross on it, a rifle. Probably should have a machine pistol or something, but hey, never mind. A couple of Kubelwagens and a messenger bike. The Kubelwagens are supposed to be for the headquarters team and an OP team, which I don't know, have a clue where they are. And yes, the Panzergrenadier platoon does travel around in the hautches. Dave, my father-in-law, he's very accepting of my insanity, so he generally leaves them alone. I'm a big fan of 250s, so I have a pair of them, and a 222 in the background, again, all Flames of War models, and some infantry that, again, randomly acquired figures put together. I know I probably could take one of these teams, pull them apart a bit, rejig figures around, but I don't want to. On to the support weapons. So I have a pair of Pack 43s. Yes. Pack 43s? Pack 44s? Yeah, basically the 88s on a Pack 43 chassis, on a Pack 40 chassis. No, they are the Pack 43s, aren't they? Because it's an 88 on a Pack 40, well, big chassis, but I think it's actually a gun chassis, as in the 105 gun chassis. Someone who knows more will probably tell me about it. Again, Flames of War figures. These are a little bit of the later stuff. A couple of the resin lorries in the background. All the infantry, I will be honest, there a lot of them are the old figures, so they generally tend to be lead. Well, sorry, not lead. No one does white metal. I don't have any of the plastic infantry. My 2cm anti-aircraft gun, rich trailer, all ready to go. And then my Panzer IVs. Let me just make sure. That one's not Flames of War. That one is Plastic Soldier Company, because it's plastic. And then some of the older ones. He's grey, because my dad painted him up, and my dad wanted him in grey. So, yeah. And then we have a Jagdpanzer 4 Armada, which is also Plastic Soldier Company. And the Panther, this is the Bachmann Panther. Reason for that was because you could get him as a single thing, you get a commander, and you get some of the stuff on the back, which I thought was kind of, gives a little bit more, I'm not gonna say, makes it look a bit different. He's probably the only thing I've got left from my slight obsession with Panthers. I like Panthers, I prefer them over Tigers, because again, the Panther was supposed to replace the Mark III, the Tiger was supposed to replace the Mark IV, but it never happened. Anyway, so yeah, the bulk of these figures are Flames of War, bar those two vehicles. Mostly, they are all metal, so they are the older sculpts, the older versions. I've seen some of the newer sculpts. They're okay. I'm not going to complain about it. I don't really play Flames of War anymore. But again, it's nothing stopping me from repurposing my figures for the use of them. Generally, this force is, as I said, set up for to be honest, with the Pack 43s, it does make it a little bit late war, but if you just ignore them, or I treat them as Pack 40s, it's fine. I just go, no, they're Pack 40s. Really, really big Pack 40s, but they're Pack 40s. It just depends what you want to play them as. Again, proxying. It's an anti-tank gun proxying a slightly smaller version of itself. If you really want to get bent out of shape over it, then you're probably not going to want to play with me. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much. Again, it's a sharp little force. It is designed around basically a sort of like a mixed Panzer Grenadier Kampfgruppe, a little bit of reconnaissance, some anti-tank support. Artillery is always off table with these guys, hence the reason why I had an OP team. God knows where it's gone, but I had an OP team. And then I've got my heavy hitter, which is the Panther. So yeah, so the Panther is basically my heavy hitting element. The Stug and the Fours act as the mainstays, with the Jagdpanzer and Armada but acting as support elements. Again, this is very much designed to fight the, I would say, late war Allied and Soviet forces, because they tend to be a little bit more armour heavy. And they can do it. Again, Armadas and the Jagdpanzers don't have massive amounts of ammunition, neither do the Stugs. So splitting it between AP and HE, you always have to be careful with it. But again, I can always get the infantry to basically fight the infantry in the sense of lots of MG42s, dig myself in, and basically make it a bullet hell for whoever's attacking me. And I think I shall call it there with that one. Next up, as I should say, so look forward to the next one, which will be my 15mm British infantry force. And I shall see you in the next one.